Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. My name's Chris Meyer. I'm here today with Elaine Victoria. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So we have a guest this week, as we do every week. So you want to tell folks about it?
Yes, so today we have Kevin Knudsen from Six. And if you don't know which one he is, he's the one with the very exciting, pointy blonde hair.
Yes, yes. So we're going to talk about that. And so you don't stay tuned, because we'll be back in just a moment with that. But it's now December, and December brings about Christmas music. And so you happen to have yourself a Christmas CD, which I happen to have here.
I do, yes.
And it's called Oh Holy Night, Elaine Victoria, and you've got 11 songs on it. And so if somebody's wanting to get this CD, where would they go? What would they do?
So I just released it on all digital music media outlets, so it can be purchased on iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify. It's available on all of those, or it's also available as a hard copy for those of us who still use CD players.
I'm a hard copy guy.
On my Etsy site, Elaine Victoria Music, and also at the Branson Famous Theater or at Mel's Hard Luck Diner. Those are available.
So you can get it a couple different places.
Yes.
So if you're looking for some Christmas music, hopefully this is good. I'm gonna say it probably is.
I've gotten a lot of people that like to listen to my Christmas CD year round, so I think it's a favorite. Some songs like Oh Holy Night, Mary Did You Know, some Christmas songs I feel like are some of the greatest songs. So.
Yeah. So folks, if you are thinking about like what should you do the Christmas season, we're going to recommend you come to Branson, because there are tons of Christmas shows. You have Christmas light drive-thrus. There's Silver Dollar City. I mean, Branson is one of the top places in the United States to go for Christmas and have Christmas holidays here. So because it's the Christmas time, I have some Christmas trivia that we're going to do this time. So in the song Frosty the Snowman, who made Frosty, or what made Frosty come to life? Do you remember?
I think I just sing the lyrics, but...
Yeah, that might take a while. It's an old silk hat. There you go, an old silk hat.
I know all my old silk hats make me come to life.
What Bing Crosby song is the best-selling single ever?
In my mind, there is only one Bing Crosby song, because he's looking straight into the camera and with his blue eyes, and he's singing, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
There you go, White Christmas.
Is that
That's
what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You're doing good on trivia. What well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever broadcast from space in 1965? How would you know this? You weren't even born.
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Nope. Jingle Bells.
Perfect.
Okay, last question. What Christmas carol does the Peanuts gang sing at the end of A Charlie Brown Christmas?
I've never seen a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Well,
It's
a lot
a tragedy.
of people probably have.
Yeah.
So it is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So
It's a good one.
And I'm sure you could probably I'm sure it's going to be on. Like, there's so many television stations now, and they all play these old reruns, so you could find the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yes, I need to see it.
Okay, folks, we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned for Kevin Knudsen with Six.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. ibranson.com.
Christmas season is a perfect time for family traditions, and Branson's Gift of Lights, Branson's all-LED Christmas display drive-thru, is a great way to create those lasting Christmas memories. This year, discover new LED Christmas displays and an amazing new tunnel with state-of-the-art lighting. Santa loves these lights and will be there many nights. Branson's Gift of Lights is located just north of Sight and Sound Theater on Expressway Lane. Open nightly through January 1st. Visit bransonlights.com for more info.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. And today, we are here with Kevin Knudsen of Six. It's good to have you.
It's great to be here. Thank
you are, we're going to change it up today. I just said we're changing it up. And so if you watch the show ever, you know we always do history first. We're going to do that later. And so we're just going to talk about a lot of stuff. But I want to talk about the Christmas show, because you have a couple more weeks of your Christmas show in 18.
Have 25 more Christmas shows. But I guess when this goes on, it's 2 more weeks, yes.
Yeah, and so
I'm forgetting that.
So tell people about the Christmas show and what can they expect from Six?
Well, we have some new songs in the show this year. We have some ones we've done for a while. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas is a standard, what we've done for a long time, and it's a cut up of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas went all through the house. And we make a lot of crazy sounds and some weird little things in it, and it's very, very funny. And at the end, something very special happens. Something very special happens with my hair. I will just say that. It's surprising. So people don't expect it. But I love this year's show. It's probably my favorite Christmas show we've ever done. We've had our dad in the show in years past. Of course, he's gone now. And we've had our kids in the show, but they're all grown up. So it's just the 6 of us. And I think we've got some good arrangements, some powerful arrangements that people really like.
Now, is the show 100% Christmas, or is it half Christmas?
We still
half?
do the first half. We took the best of the show, the rest of the show, and put that in the first half. So we still have Sound of Silence. Everybody's asking for that song on recording now. We do a Disturbed / Simon Garfunkel version of it, and Jack does the lead on that. And he gets a standing O every time we do the song, so it's probably the best song we've done in a long time.
Wow.
That's in the first half. But the Christmas show is, I think we have 19 songs in the second half, and it's like 45 minutes, so we really pack it in.
Now, a cappella music is my absolute favorite. So I love y'all's show.
Thank you.
Now, when you're figuring out parts, do each of you kind of have a part that you normally go to? What is your main go-to in the songs?
I would say we have a range we stay in. Barry and Jack have they have 4-octave ranges, which is a pretty good range. And mine's maybe 2.5 octaves, so I stay in the baritone range. And then Owen, who does the drums, he pretty much does the drums, but we'll give him a solo every once in a while. So, and then Lynn is kind of our crooner, and Curtis sings a lot of the high stuff, and Barry sings a lot of the high stuff. So we kind of stay in a range, but when we arrange a song, we sit down, we listen to it, and we start pulling out the backup parts. We usually use a 3 backup, a lead, bass, and the drums. That's our format for arranging songs. And I know a lot of a cappella groups chart it all out. We don't do that. We're head chart musicians, so we put everything in our head, and then we just do it until we like it.
Well, when you've worked together for all these years, it probably comes together pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's, I remember a song took us 2 months. I don't remember the song, but it took us 2 months to arrange it. And then some we've just done in like 3 hours. So it all depends on the song and how we want to arrange it. We had Dick Williams do some arrangements for us years ago. He's gone now. Andy Williams' brother. We lived in Southern California 25 years ago. We met up with him, and he did like 4 Christmas songs for us. And we do 2 of those in the show right now. So they're 6-part harmony, 5 and 6-part harmony. Beautiful. Yeah, they sound great.
So let's talk a little bit about, well, this year you guys moved, was it this year you guys moved back to the Hughes?
It's our second year back to the Hughes brothers.
Okay.
So it's our 12th season in Branson now.
Yeah. And is the plan for 2019 to be at
we
the Hughes?
we are there still for next year.
Okay.
We can't talk about anything further than that.
Secret stuff, right?
You know how Branson is. Right. You don't tell nobody what you're doing.
Yeah.
When it comes to theaters.
So we
No, it's a good theater. We started out there for 5 years, then we went to Gillies for 5 years, and we're looking at possibly being there another 5 years. For sure 3 years.
Yeah. So time will tell.
Yep.
Time will tell.
It will.
It's always in those negotiations, they happen.
There's always offers out there.
Yeah. So for someone that hasn't seen Six before, and we like to assume everybody has seen it, but if someone hasn't seen it, because your show is different than the typical Branson show, tell
is.
people what makes it different.
Well, I think what makes it different is you have 6 brothers. We're the only a cappella group that has all 6 brothers performing today in it. And we also figured out that we are the longest running a cappella group in the world with original members, because we started out in the 70s. All the original members that started out are still with the group today. So I think that blend of voices, and we try to give it everything we have when we come out. And we've done a lot of choreography and bits, comedy. We've brought in producers, comedy writers, everything for our show, because we're just not that smart or talented. But we are good at listening to people and doing what they tell us. If we think if it makes sense to us, that feels right to us, we'll do it. We've had a lot of stuff thrown at us that we didn't use, but I think what makes us different is you have all that combined together. People forget that there are no instruments and that it's just 6 brothers doing all this. And the show moves very fast. I mean, we learned that in Vegas when we went there. We were doing whole songs, and then we realized that people have such a short span of attention now. Medleys and just little bits and keeping the show flowing, like every 15, 20, 30 seconds something's changing. So I think our show has become a really fast-paced show, and then it'll slow down for a nice song. But I think, that's what makes us unique, is we're all brothers. We grew up together, we have a chemistry, and we know what to expect on stage every time we go out.
And so when you talk about the band component, you guys are the band.
Right.
There is no track. And
No.
so, like, some of the brothers are making the band instruments,
Right.
however you want to word that. And that's also, because it's not, when I think of a cappella, I don't think of, like, instruments.
No.
But you guys are doing that. And then sometimes you probably are doing the a cappella.
We have a little solo section in our show, so everybody gets to get out and kind of do a sound or a noise they make. And people always ask what I do with the group. I just tell them I just boss everybody around. I said, Jack's the bass, I'm the boss. But I do a kind of a weird sound. It goes like this. So it's kind of a dub, that is in the current music. But I've been doing that since I was 13.
That's
I made that sound up a long time ago. I've only heard one other person can do it. It's my brother Barry, but he never does it. So
Not many people can say that they've actually invented a sound. So congratulations on
Thank you
that.
very much. I'm so proud.
well, and not very
really
many
weird.
people can say they have hair like his.
Oh, I know.
Exactly.
So-
I want to talk about the hair. at
Okay,
some
let's
point.
do it.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. What was the inspiration behind the hair? Because this is iconic. Your hairstyle. So
Thank
can
you
you
very
please
much.
talk to us about this?
what happened was we moved to Branson, and I just decided to put my hair up one time. I put some glue in and just stuck it straight up. So it was just straight up, not spiked. And I go, okay, this is good, because I'm not shaving my head. We're not going to have 3 brothers in the group that have bald heads. That's just totally not even original. So I just started putting it up, and then I said, this doesn't really look that good. So like 5-6 years ago, I started putting it into spikes and twisting it. And then I got the idea to just go ahead and shave everything off around here, because I used to spike stuff out here too. So I had like 30 spikes at one time, but I've got it down to 8. Very symmetrical, and it looks kind of like a crown from what people tell me. I don't know. People call me the Burger King.
Do you get people and come up and talk to you about it after the show?
Yes, the hairstylists are always wanting to know where I came up with this hairdo. And I kind of joke and I say, well, my older brother does my hair blindfolded before the show. And it's his revenge for me beating him up all the years, because I'm the bigger brother. And so it's a joke, but it's people always want to know if my wife does my hair. I'm like, no, she wouldn't touch this thing. She wouldn't touch my hair. So anyways, and they ask if I sleep on it at night, and I say, no, I actually tear all the spikes out, because it's very uncomfortable to try and sleep like this.
So as you've gotten older, you've gotten less spikes. Is that right?
Yes. Yep. I'm settled on.
Now I know where you're going with that, Chris.
But no, I've settled on just 8 spikes. This is because it takes 15, 20 minutes tops to do the hair, and I just don't want to do it longer than that. So
Yeah. As I've gotten older, my hair is falling out though. So I was thinking
You-
maybe
yeah.
I'm like I may
You
need
have,
some-
you have about as much as I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
technically, you probably have more up here, so if you grew it out, you could probably try this.
That's right. Yeah.
But I don't know what your wife would think about it.
Oh, she would not like it.
No.
She would not like it.
It's dangerous, man. Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll poke your eye out, kid.
There you go. Folks, we'll be back in just a second. Everything you wanted to know about hair.
Heart as a bloom shoots up through the stony ground, but there's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You're on the road, but you got no destination. You're in the mud, in the maze of her imagination. You love this town, even if it doesn't ring true. You've been all over, it's been all over you. It's a beautiful day. The sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Touch me, take me to that other place. Teach me to love, no, it's not a hopeless case. See the bedroom fires at night, see the oil fields at first light, see the bird with a leaf in her mouth. Through the flood, all the colors came out. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson. We're here with Kevin Knudsen of Six. And so Kevin, it's good to have you back. You're always
Great
entertaining.
to be here. Thank you.
We were talking about your hair.
Yep.
And anything else you want to say about your hair before we move on?
Well, when people ask really what was the inspiration, and the honest answer was I was bored.
Yeah.
I really wanted to try something.
Yeah.
Because if you look at pictures of me in the past, all I did was just comb it over. Boring. So I thought, I'm an entertainer, I might as well do something. Actually, Marv, you remember Marv, the sax player with his hair
Yes.
that goes like this? I saw his hair when I came in, I go, you know what? He's got really defined hair, but I heard he uses 2 cans of hairspray every day, and I go, I'm not doing that. So I found Got to Be Glued, which you can get at Walmart, and I've just never found anything that works better. But that's what I used to put it up the first time, and I've just worked on it over the years, so.
I think it works. I think
It
it's
does.
very iconic.
It does. Thank you very much.
Another thing that you guys have done over the years is you've had all these Camaros, and before that you had the
Right.
Toyotas. But we were talking a little bit off camera that like this is the last year of the Camaro.
Yeah.
And so that's been really a powerful marketing tool for you guys. So
It has.
Kind of talk a little bit about
People
that.
really know us by that. Well, we've had 2 different versions of it. We wrapped it with the stripes going down the middle, and then we just did a wrap where it covers the whole top with our colors. They're very bright. We call them the Skittles cars because they look like Skittles. You could call them the rainbow cars too, I guess. But Curtis and Owen switched the colors in the rainbow. You actually have blue that's supposed to be before purple, but in our order, Barry's red, I'm orange, Lynn's a yellow, Jack's green, Owen's purple, and Curtis is blue. So the last 2 colors should be switched if it's going to be rainbow. Anyways, so we call them Skittles cars, the rainbow cars, and they really do capture people's attention. I mean, especially when we're driving 6 cars down the road. It's like we call it the 6 parade.
Yeah. And so it's a question mark about what's going to happen, if anything,
What's
after.
going to be next? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big decision. They just came out with the 1,000 horsepower Exorcist Hennessy. I don't know if you've seen it. It's been out for 2 weeks, and they're going to make 100 of these, and they're 120 grand a piece, and we can't afford those, but it's a nice dream. Like 1,000 horsepower.
If you'd like to donate to the car fund.
Yeah, it's time for a GoFundMe. I mean, everybody else is doing it.
But they wanted to beat the Dodge Demon, which is 840 horse. So their new tagline is "Exercise the Demon."
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, huh?
So you guys kind of got your start way back in the day in
1970s.
California.
Our
And-
dad started us out in 1975. We were on the Osmonds in 1978. And then we just did it as a family hobby. And then 1987, I moved to California. I was the first brother married. And my wife and I moved to Fullerton, which is Orange County. And after a year, I was like, you know what? I got to call my brothers. We got to start singing or doing something. I'm kind of getting bored out here doing a regular job. So I called Barry
I can't
and Lynn,
imagine that.
Barry, Lynn, and Curtis and said, hey, there's some friends of ours. They're out singing on the streets every night. We could do the same thing. So we go out and we start singing in front of the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, the Los Angeles Theater Center, and we started getting gigs. We got TV shows from it, appearances, and we met all these celebrities and went to all these really fancy homes in Beverly Hills and Malibu and Pacific Palisades. Next thing we know, we're performing at Disneyland for 10 weeks full-time as a doo-wop group. That was in 1988. That was our first full-time paid gig that was it was actually 12 weeks long. So that made us go, well, I think this is what we want to do. But we had to go back to our regular jobs and work for 9 years until we could find the right gigs and market ourselves to make a living at it. So finally in 1996, I'm going to say about that time, we became a six-brother group for the first time, because it had always been 4 and 5 of us. So we became a six-brother group, and we never looked back.
And then at that point, were you called Six or?
No, we were the Knudsen brothers.
Yeah, and that.
But as people would butcher our name, it gave us the motivation to find another name. So a gentleman that we know from, he's a marketing guru, he came up with the logo. And we said, well, this is the logo. We're going to use this. And so that was probably 13 years ago when that logo was came up with, maybe 14.
Yeah.
Now, you all have shared the stage with Trisha Yearwood,
Trisha.
Diana Ross,
Opened
the
up for
Beach
all those
Boys,
artists,
Olivia Newton-John.
A lot of those
Can
were
you-
back in the 90s. But
Okay.
yeah, we have. They're wonderful people, too.
One that even says Andy Gibb.
Yes, we met him at the taping for the Osmond show, because he was one of the guests at that time.
So we were talking off camera once again, and you like hard rock.
I do.
You know.
I love AC/DC. I love Bon Jovi's not really hard rock, but I like Bon Jovi. I like Whitesnake, Def Leppard, Van Halen. Those are my groups. Boston, Journey.
So how do we get more of that in your show?
I wish we could, man. Well, we do "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. That's our opener right now, but we're doing "We Will Rock You" in the show, which is a Queen song. And so people always ask us, "You're going to do Bohemian Rhapsody?" And we're like, "Oh, that's a tough one to pull off live."
Yeah.
It is, but
But I don't know if I've ever heard a Def Leppard song on a Branson stage. That would.
yeah, pour some sugar on me. Okay, all righty then. Hysteria.
Right.
Can you see the old ladies in the audience? Pour some sugar on me, honey.
Now I could see a Van Halen jump possibly.
We did do Jump in the
Yeah,
show.
you did.
I actually sang the lead on it, yeah, but it hasn't been in the show for a while.
Yeah, that was
It's
a
been
good
about
song.
6 years. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's tough to pull off stuff a cappella for us because we're very perfectionistic. If we can't do it exactly right, we won't do it. So maybe we're just too hard on ourselves or too perfectionistic. But I think you want your audience to enjoy the song, and if you're not enjoying it, I don't think they're enjoying it. So
Yeah.
all the songs that we do right now, we enjoy them all. We have an 80s medley, we have a 70s medley, we have a 60s medley. We pull them in and out of the show. We have a 50s medley, even a 90s medley, but we pull them in and out of the show. Right now we're doing the best, like I said, in the first half, the best of this year's show in that first half, and then the Christmas
So
section.
we don't have much time left,
Yeah.
but I know we want to talk about awards because you guys have gotten a bunch of
Awards.
awards. So tell us.
Well,
tell
hold on
us.
a minute. I got to look them up. Dang it. It's my passcode.
I didn't look at his passcode, so.
This is one we were totally surprised by, the Best of Branson 2018 Gold winner in the Best Show Family category.
Okay.
And we didn't even hear about the award ceremony, so we didn't show up. And then they gave us the award. And then Branson Show Awards just came last night and gave us this award, the Singing Group of the Year, and gave us the trophy. And the one we really like, though, is the 2018 417 Magazine's Best Branson Stage Show. So we've won that for a few years. We're happy about that.
Congratulations.
It's an honor to have those. It's nice to have people appreciate what you do. It really is.
Yeah.
That's-
Folks,
That's the pinnacle.
there you go. There you go. So congratulations on all
Thank
those
you.
awards.
Thank you.
Folks, if you have not seen Six, whether it's their Christmas show or their regular show, be sure to check it out. You're going to love it. It's fast-paced, high energy. And you know what's really interesting, I think, is just the dynamic of the brothers. And they all play these different roles. And you're not going to see another show like it in Branson. Very unique, very original. And so
Thank
go
you.
check it out. It's at the Hughes Brothers Theater, the old Roy Clark Theater, right
Right.
on West Highway 76. And so go check it out. And thanks for watching Play Branson, and we'll be back in just a moment. Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson, and thanks for watching the interview with Kevin Knudsen. And he talked a lot about his hair.
Yes, he answered some questions that had been keeping me up at night. So I'm honestly, I really think that you should try it out though,
You
Chris.
think
I really
should?
do.
You think I
yeah.
should? I will have to ponder that. Moving on. We have a couple events coming up, some one-off events, and we'd like to let people know what those are. So this Saturday, December 8th, Daly and Vincent will be at the Mansion Theater at 8 p.m. And then Sunday night, I'm not sure this guy's been in town before. If he hasn't been in town very much, but Jim Brickman is going to be over at the Andy Williams Moon River Theater. And so he's known for his Christmas show. And so that's going to be over at Andy's this Sunday night. So folks, you may want to check that out. And then December 11th at 7 p.m. at the Mansion, we have this Ozark Community Christmas event. And it's a free event for CAM, which is Christian Action Ministries. And they're going to have 3 church choirs there. And then you've got Six, you've got Dino, you've got Johnson Strings, you've got the Blackwoods, and then you've got Jessica somebody. I just lost her last name. I just lost it. Hargis from the Ball Knobbers? No, that's not right. Hargis is the next show. Yeah. So he's not at this event. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of people. Oh, Happy Day Cast. So there's going to be a whole bunch of people at this event. And once again, that's December 11th. It's free at the Mansion, and it's a benefit for the Christian Action Ministries. So I think it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I want to be there. I love the idea of those 3 choirs all being together. That will just be heavenly.
So I made a mistake in promoting the next show. So do you just want to do that?
Yeah, so on our next show, we have 2 of my favorite guys. We have Hargis Marcel and Droopy Drawers Jr., which are the comedians over at the Bald Knobbers.
So folks, you'll want to make sure to watch that. And then don't forget, go out there and get Lane Victoria's CD, Oh Holy Night, and you can get it on all the digital channels everywhere, or you can buy it. If you want a hard copy, you can buy it here in Branson at a couple spots, the Ball Knobbers Theater, Mel's Hard Luck Diner, and you had one more spot, didn't you?
On Etsy,
Etsy.
Lane
Oh, you can
Victoria
get it
Music on Etsy.
There you go. So anyway, we hope if you haven't been to Branson that you'll come, and you can help. If you need help planning your vacation, go to ibranson.com or call the folks at 877-ENTERTAIN. They can help you get tickets for Six or any other show in town. This has been a Play Branson moment. We'll see you next week on Play Branson.